Good evening, YouTuber subscribers and friends and the like. It's Grant coming at you from middle of nowhere, Indiana. I'm on a run for Synergy. Your typical Ford Transit that FedEx has customized a little bit. It's going down to Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas. I will tell you one thing. It was kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass to get this started and going, because right there is a security feature, so that if the FedEx driver leaves his keys in the van in between dropping off packages, people who don't know about it can't start, or they can start the rig, but they can't drive off with it. It keeps it in park, which is weird because they also have a parking assist brake thing right there. But basically, the general idea is the majority of the motoring public and yada yada doesn't know about that. And so normally you could just go put it in gear and go, but you have to actually hit that button at the same time. So it's a two-handed job. Anyway, I'm gonna start the van up and show you the trip meter. Brand new van. I put about 900 miles on it so far. It's got a stupid tire pressure sensor thing going off, but they told me to go with it anyway. It happens all the time, apparently. But I'm gonna get past that and show you the trip meters. A total of 5 operating hours altogether on this engine. 70 degrees outside. It's 341 miles left in the tank. If you go to where the nozzle fills up on the tank, and then you max it out by putting as much more into it as you can get about 400 miles for $60. So whatever that comes to. And then the average right now says 14.6. That might be closer to what it actually does, but I started out at 12 miles to the gallon, but that's because this thing hasn't been drove very long. Sensor that's going off right there is just a tire meter. Just can't get this thing to move. Not going anywhere. It's got lane assist. It'll beep at you if you have that lane assist on. It's a little bit annoying, but it doesn't do anything else. That actually shows what's on the radio, which is kind of cool. Well, on my phone right now, but my device is not connected, so I guess on the radio. And then that's the settings for the van, interior, chassis anyway, so you can play with stuff on there. And that's pretty much the gist of it right there. Trying to get to where it shows. It's weird, but right now it's not showing. It's showing the trip, but it's not showing the total mileage. Just a second. I may have to put it in gear. Well, I can't do that on the phone. While on the phone, because it takes two hands to do this operation. To put it in gear. Just hold on for a second. Oh, maybe I won't get it. There we go. Back in gear now. See how much of a pain in the butt that was, but that's only because I was trying to hold the phone and mess with this with both hands. Total mileage, now it's showing total miles up in the corner is 135 miles total. I started at 53 miles before when I got into it, so. And I'm taking it about 600, give or take 600 miles. It's down to Kansas City, Missouri. Your basic 2021 Ford Transit that's been updated a little bit special with that deal for FedEx. Extra cup holders for FedEx in the top corners. Extra box thingies to hold paperwork and yada yada for them. And then your typical metal partition in the back there is just a regular van. The only thing different is this metal partition. Anything different than a normal Ford Transit. Anyway, do some more video. The last of my trip back from that Class A that I just got back from, I missed my connection by an hour. Flying from Boise to Chicago, the door opened up on the plane and they had to basically go around in circles and re-land at Boise, and that made me miss the connection for South Bend when I made it to Chicago. So then United gave me a hotel room that was very cheap. Stupid hotel. It was 14 miles away from the airport, and I complained about that in their little questionnaire thing about it. I'm like, why can't you put us in the group? of hotels that are right there at the airport. That would be a little more convenient for everybody. Then they have to do a 14-mile Lyft or Uber ride, and they do supposedly, I haven't seen it yet, but they do supposedly reimburse the transportation costs out to their airport, to their hotel overnight stay. So I did that, and it was $80 worth of a Lyft to get there. And then in the morning, partially because they're holding all the money, because they have another 150, I think, extra held back for some reason. They took up my money. At the moment, that will hopefully get released. I don't know if somebody's trying to buy an airplane ticket on that deal and they redid it or what. They did something on their computer that held more money on my account, and anyway, that caused me to almost be broken, so I had to take the city bus and the L train, the blue line, back to the airport for $10. So I resubmitted all of that, the $80 ride, the $10, the meal voucher thingies, all of that to United, and see if I get any kind of flight credit or something out of the deal. If it's flight credits, it'll be put a post earlier, and I'm fine with flight credit to just, go toward another flight. Or if they send me a check, it'll be in the mail whenever the hell it gets there in the mail. The classic saying, the check's in the mail. Yeah, I hope that they actually send something, but I kind of have a feeling that they want to try and make you forget about it, so they don't have to pay you. But I'm gonna keep hounding them about it, because that was unreal. The 12-hour delay for 1 hour difference. If they can't make that connection, they should have a 4-hour layover in Chicago routinely. That way, if they ever have any issues, they can catch up in time to make the next connection over. But I don't run it, so it's not my problem, I guess, in that point of view. But anyway, like and subscribe, leave comments, and check out my merchandise in the channel below, in the description below. I brought out my good bag this time around. I gotta do laundry, so I put more clothes in it to do laundry, and that's the book, of course, for work. I did buy a new tablet to replace my old phone, because the old phone, the battery holds a charge for about an hour. So this is a SIM card and 4G Lite cell service capable. Supposedly, I haven't set it up yet, because that's the very first time it's charging. I just picked it up today from the post office, and I bought the windshield clip-on deal for it, so I can clip it on right up there somewhere. Not in this fan. This fan's I'm just using it to charge this, and then when I fly back, I'll do it on the next one. But I'm taking a small Class B Thor motorhome Rise, I think it's called. That's on a Dodge Ram chassis. Not tomorrow, but Saturday after I fly back. This is for delivery tomorrow morning sometime, and then I'm gonna fly back, and then either Friday night or Saturday morning, which would be the following day, I will take that Class B out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. But for right now, I better get back on the road for this thing for 600 miles. Like and subscribe, leave comments. We'll catch you on the flip. Peace.